to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Cal's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against them.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Golden Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Tight end now in motion. It's a draw. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Cougars are marching down the field. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football, to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lopez. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting the 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll leave it with him. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out route. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for the room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. To the air, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thurman. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this kid
Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lopez. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. He uncorks one deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. looking for a man. It's Lagway. Flips it out to the back. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Bennett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got the back over the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the score.
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab on the shot. He's loose. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just...
Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown! Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-out. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So now it's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Find some fresh air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? A 2-minute situation. They've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of... out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. There he goes. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that.
Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Complete on third They'll make the stop, but that first down on the ice, they should be able to kneel this one out. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Next going for the goal line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. After this, it'll be a wrap. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Throws toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles.